Hello everyone, welcome to Spitting Iris. I have a challenge for you, BookTube. It's that time of year again. Children are going back to school, children of all ages. And that means it is time to celebrate Banned Book Month. Now I know that there is the National Banned Book Week that runs from September 26th to October 2nd. But you know me, I'll celebrate banned books all year, but I've decided to make September the especially special month for banned books. And I've been trying to think of something special to do for this month. And the first time I did it, I read one chapter of Candide a day for the entire month. It was rough, but I did it. Last year, I decided to focus on D.H. Lawrence. I didn't do as much as I would have liked to have done, but I did do what I set out to do. This year, it suddenly came to me what to do for this, and that was to issue a grader challenge. I say grader, but this is probably one of the most simple challenges ever issued on YouTube. 2 things. 1, read 2 banned books. One of those banned books ought to be famously banned on a national or global level. And the second book should be a banned or challenged book on a more local level, say your town, city, county, state, or province. That's it. 2 books. If you're not sure where to start to look for banned books, American Library Association has wonderful resources. You can just look at one of their top 100 lists from the past 2 decades. Look at all of their top 10 lists of the most banned books. Do a simple Google search of where you live, like your county or your city, and type that in with banned or challenged books. I guarantee you will find something. I did. Here's just a small fraction of some of your possible choices. Some of these I've read, some of these I haven't read yet. This one I'm looking to read next year. The second part of this challenge, I challenge you to go out of your comfort zone a little bit. Take one of your banned books and read it in a public space. That's it. You can read for, I would say, at least 15 minutes in that public space, or a chapter, or however long you feel comfortable sitting in that space reading that banned or challenged book. Just see what happens. I know in the past when I've read books out in public, the majority of the time nobody pays any attention. Although there is that one person at work who will, no matter what you're reading, will just ask, "Hey, what are you reading? Is it any good?" Both of the books that I chose for my challenge have been affected on the more local level. And I say local, I mean state. I live in Virginia, and they're in coastal, the Chesapeake area, Virginia. There were 2 very politically motivated men challenging 2 books. First one, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, and Genderqueer by Maia Kobabe. There's definitely a political angle against this one. Now, initially, I didn't really have any interest in reading anything by Sarah J. Maas. I think I've mentioned this before on one of my other videos, until this challenge was issued, which got my curiosity up, and I just recently finished A Court of Thorns and Roses, an excellent Beauty and the Beast story, if I do say so. And I can't wait to see where those characters are taken in this one, considering how it ended. And this one is very new. This one was recently on the ALA's top 10 list last year. It was the #1 challenged book of last year. And I've taken a skim through and seen some of the illustrations. And oh wow, they're challenging reality. I can't wait to read this in its entirety, just to get that experience and see a different perspective. In this case, this is fantasy, so I have an idea. I do know the reasoning behind this challenge. to a certain degree, but I want to see where it lies in the context of the story. It's funny. And I said political angle. It's these two men. One of them was running for office. I hope he loses. Were not only attacking these novels, they were attacking Barnes & Noble, who was selling these novels. Bless my Barnes & Noble, this one, Genderqueer, was in a very visible spot near the YA section where you could easily see it, pick it up. Court of Mist and Fairy was a little tricky because I thought it would be in the YA section, but I wandered over to Sci-Fi and there it was. It had its own wall and a table just devoted to this book series. It made me so happy. So at least my Barnes & Noble is doing their part in protecting these two works. And that's the challenge. Read 2 banned or challenged books, one from a national standpoint, the other from a local standpoint, and 2, read one of those books in a public space for as long as you feel comfortable. And if you want an added bonus, do what I'm doing here and record your thoughts on that experience. Either the experience of reading these novels and reflecting on why somebody would challenge these, or just your experience of sitting in that public space and reading these books in that space. What did you learn about people? What did you learn about yourself in that situation? And please, by all means, let me know what you're going to read. Banned and challenged books have a special place in my heart, and I hope that you will join me on this challenge and that you learn something from it. See you at the end of the month. Take care. Bye. Remember, it doesn't matter what you read, just read.